Hello and welcome, or welcome back to the channel. My name is Tyler, also known as the Ches, and this is Chezzy Tunes, where I try to bring humor and entertainment to the EDM space. Today we're going to be reacting to the new Eugene EP, Egregore? I've been following Eugene for a while. I do like some of their music. They've got a very unique style, so I'm excited to see what they're doing this time around. We got a 6-track EP coming at us. I feel like I don't really hear people talk about Eugene or mention their music very often. Maybe just not many people know about Eugene. So let me know what you think. If you haven't heard of them, definitely let me know what you think. Maybe I'll be introducing you to them for the first time. But we're gonna jump into it. First up is Nether. Sounds like a weird animal. I'm in like a jungle. I really like this ambience here. I'm being transported into a strange place. Oh. Yeah. It's like yucky. It's very bass forward. Yeah, just the sub is really carrying it. Ooh. Those initial kicks is just boom. This sound, I don't know, it's nothing special, but for some reason, I really like that. Again, it just sounds like a weird bug or a bird. I just like this atmosphere. It's nice. Oh, a little rolling kick there. I don't think the drop's doing anything too special. I think a lot of it's just the low end really carrying it. Just the rumbling in my headphones is doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. But, you know, short and sweet. Not too bad of a start there. I like the atmosphere that it built in the beginning, in the middle there. Again, the drop, I think it has a little bit of grit to it. It's very dark. His music is very dark, very low end heavy. So after that, I think we do need to detox a bit. So we'll just move right into the second song, which is Detox. All right. He's so good at building this strange soundscape. Here comes low end, I'm sure. Oh. I like the rhythm of this. Yeah. Why is the dude named Eugene? Is that really his name? You couldn't have came up with anything better than just Eugene. All right. Again, it's basically just a beat. Like, that's all it is, with some little extra sounds for atmosphere. But when the beat hits, you know, I can't deny. Can't hide. Ah. Bet you didn't know I sung on this song, did you? Here we go. Sounds like the second drop's pretty much the same as the first. Very similar, if not. It's fat. This song does not skip meals, but it does. It gets a little repetitive. You gotta change a little bit, you know. Change your routine a bit. Nothing wrong with having some meat on your bones, but gotta keep things fresh. So again, great atmosphere, but it just kept doing the same thing. Have some variety. That's all I ask. But the next one's called Dirty Habits, which we've all got some of those. Am I right? Am I? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. So please leave a comment below if you got dirty habits. I don't know what that means. If this one isn't so dirty. If this one doesn't make me want to take a shower. Ew, who takes a bath? When's the last time you took a bath? It's a fat kick. very grungy. All these songs make me feel like I'm in a basement, just an underground club. It's grimy, dimly lit, leaking from the walls. It's like a rat or two probably, but they're dancing too. Got some cheese in their mouth, just like. But I think listening, if they keep this vibe up through the whole EP, I feel like it's gonna feel a little stale. Like, I like things that are cohesive. I like things that keep a consistent tone, but eventually I need something new to chew on, you know? These are all just fat beats that I wanna sway to in the basement. At least none of them really overstay their welcome. Like, this one's already almost over. It's like a scene in a movie where they're kind of tripping on some light drugs in a club and, you know, everything's kind of spinning around them. It kind of gives me that vibe. It's like psychedelic almost. There's a lot of little intricacies with the way the bass kind of grows and changes, you know? It's got a little bit of distortion going on, a little bit of modulation going on. It's fun. But again, I feel like if we continue, like we're halfway through the EP now, I feel like if the other half, the second half, keeps that very same tone, I'm gonna start to feel grimy, and not in a good way. Next up is Chirp, which does have a different connotation. I feel like Chirp is a little happier of a word than the others, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's also the longest song on the EP. Okay. Here's some chirping going on. Right into building that same kind of dark atmosphere, ethereal but gross, industrial. What kind of fat beat are you gonna provide me with this time? Yeah, these all are following a very similar pattern here. The tone is so consistent. It's so consistent that my ears are getting tired of it. Like, I think any of these songs on their own stand up fairly well. Like, they would hit independently if you threw one on. But going through this whole thing, they feel like different parts of the same song almost. I definitely feel I'm just gonna run out of ways to describe the same song, basically. Yeah. They're just all feeling very samey. I also think this one's probably the weakest for me in general so far. So my lack of interest in the beat, combined with just the mundaneness of the EP so far, it's really starting to set in by this track number 4 here. All right, well, that was Chirp. And I'm pretty sure these last two are going to be in a similar vein, but maybe the beats will just be really creative. The beats will just be a little more upbeat or something. I don't know. This next song is only 1.5 minutes long. So even if it's not my thing, we'll get through it pretty quick. Next up is Function. Okay. It is a quicker pace. I like this tempo here. I think we could have some fun here. Build the atmosphere. Oh, okay. That's pretty intricate. Love these little sounds in here. Percussion's fun and solid. Already halfway through the song. This one's just like a proof of concept. It's like a trailer for the full song. This second half is a little weird. I don't like the way some of these beats are hitting. Like, why it like hits you with like this extra wave of volume. It's like someone cranked the volume knob real quick and turned it back down. It's weird. Even I don't know. Even at 1 minute and 30 seconds, I wasn't fully buying that one. But who knows? We got one more. Signal 999. Can we close it out well? Very similar type of opening. Got like a very distant vocal drenched in reverb while the atmosphere builds around us with that darkness, that sub. Following a very similar pattern here. Give me the beat. it does kind of envelop you, you know, it really surrounds you with its tone. It's a very specific place that it brings you to. The question is if you want to be in this place and how long you want to spend there. I just don't know what environment I would want to put this on. What environment I would want to play these songs in. Like, some songs are good when you're driving. Some of them you just want to crank up with your friends and jam out to. I don't know where I'd be where I'd want to play this type of music for that long. So yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that, honestly. I mean, production was great. Like, I'm not gonna knock the production itself. There's great percussion. Again, the atmosphere. I've said atmosphere a lot, but he really builds an ambiance. It does kind of paint a picture for you, puts you in this zone, this ethereal space, this dark void almost of sound. But it doesn't evolve enough, I guess. It kind of just stays very one note throughout. Like, it's a very specific feeling that it gives you. I admire the percussion. I admire the world that it builds through this dark tone, but I feel like it gets stale after 2, maybe 3 songs, because halfway through is when I was starting to tune out a little bit. Some of these as a single, like Nether and Detox, I liked those. I think Detox is probably my favorite, but as a collective, as an EP, it sounds very coherent, very consistent, but it gets a little repetitive. It gets a little monotonous by the end, but not bad. Just yeah, I wish there was more to it, I guess. But that's Eugene. If you are into that vibe, that's a lot of what his music is. So if you're into that vibe, you'll probably like a lot of his other stuff as well. Maybe you discovered a new artist you'll be really into. Or maybe if you do find yourself in a dark, damp basement with rats, you'll know exactly the EP to pull up and impress all your friends, all your rat buddies. But that was Egregore. Let me know what you think. Also, be sure to leave more suggestions for me in the comments. Just keep them relatively recent, within the past week or 2, or something forthcoming that I can check out when it releases. Other than that, I appreciate the support as always. Be sure to do all the things you're supposed to do, and I'm supposed to say, you know, the liking, the subscribing, the bell notification-ing. Follow me on Twitter/X, follow me on TikTok, and leave a comment. Say hello. I want to be mutuals. I want to talk to people. I want to build a community. I want to be friends. So let's do it, baby. And other than that, just keep on jamming out my dudes. Peace.